Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gina. We're going to make tofu noodles. We're going to make a flavorful sauce to put on top of our noodles. This is a healthy, simple, quick meal. We'll be starting with 2.5 cups of flour. I have a block of firm tofu, and we're going to do a teaspoon of salt. First, we're going to start by blending up our tofu. We're going to try to get it smooth. We just want to break down the tofu before we add our flour. Just want to get it broken up as best as you can. And I didn't press the tofu. Depending on how much water is in your tofu is how much flour you're going to wind up using. Teaspoon of salt, and I'm just going to put it into the tofu just in case we don't use all of the flour. Right, I'm going to start with probably 3/4 of what's in the bowl. And turn it on low or you'll have flour all over your kitchen. Yeah, that's still pretty wet. More flour. We just want it to stick together and not be super sticky. I think I need all of the flour. Yeah. Yeah. Once it starts forming a nice dough, you know you have enough flour. All right, we're just going to dump this out, form it into a nice ball, get it all pressed together, and then we're going to let it relax for 30 minutes. Let the gluten relax. Oh, yeah. Well, we're supposed to knead it 5 to 7 minutes. And I forgot, or I would have, yeah, or I would have done it in the mixer. Idiot. All right, I'm going to keep kneading this. And while I do that, I can show you this morning's walk. It was a quick walk. I didn't film very much. Just got my 3 miles in. Well, I think I did 3.5 miles. But I will check back in. I'll check back in after 5 minutes. We're back to where it all started. documenting my weight loss, holding myself accountable. I've already done a mile. All right, it's been 5 minutes. I'm just going to put it right back into the bowl that we mixed it all up in. Cover it with a towel, and I'll be back in 30 minutes. We're going to make our sauce. I like to store it in a mason jar because it makes enough for 4 servings, and I'm only going to be eating 1 serving today. So put it in a mason jar, screw on the cover, throw it in the fridge. It'll be ready for you the next time you want to eat your noodles. In here, I have 4 tablespoons of water. We're going to be adding some soy sauce, and the recipe calls for light and dark. I only have dark. You can use 2 teaspoons of light soy sauce and a half a tablespoon of dark soy sauce. I don't have light soy sauce, so I'm going to do like 2 tablespoons of regular soy sauce. We're going to add some sesame oil. None of the recipes online call for it, but I just think it totally elevates it. Have some onion powder. Oh, she's chunky. About a half a teaspoon. 2 cloves of garlic. I'm only going to do about this much. Maybe 1 clove. Put some black pepper in. Oh, how hot people like their sauce. But it said 2 teaspoons of the red chili flakes. Let me tell you, my head nearly blew off. So I'm going to do almost 1 teaspoon. You can always add more, but you can't take it out. And most of the recipes call for black rice vinegar. I don't have that. So I'm just using regular distilled vinegar. And it's a half a tablespoon. And we also need a tablespoon of sugar. I usually use honey, but I'm all out. And I also like to add fresh grated ginger. Keep your ginger root in the freezer. It makes it so much easier to grate up. And just give it a nice shake. A 30-minute timer just went off. It's time to divide up the dough and roll it out. I have a pot of water boiling, coming to a boil on the stove. I have a little bit of broccoli I'm cooking up. Just going to divide the dough in half. Oh. I have a reusable bag, and I have refrigerated this dough up to 3 days, and it's still perfect. Rolls out beautifully, cooks up just like it was the first day. Water's almost at a boil. Put some flour down on our board. I like to coat all of it in a little bit of flour, press it out into a disc, and then we can start to roll it. You want to roll it out to like 1/8 of an inch thick. The thing that I love about these noodles is they're thicker than like fettuccine. Well, if you roll them that way. And they're chewy. They're so good. And they're filling. And there's a lot of protein from the tofu. And that sauce. The sauce is delicious. And now just cut them as straight as you can. If you're a perfectionist, pull out your kitchen ruler. I am not. I don't think there's anything wrong with knowing something is homemade. It's better for you. It's more delicious. It's up to you on how wide you cut them. Did you see that? All right. Some of these came out a little too thick. We're just going to cut these ones in half one more time. Perfect. Now we can go put them into the boiling water. We'll cook them for we'll cook them for about 7 minutes. But keep an eye on them. We can get our noodles put in. Just drain the noodles, and now we're going to add some sauce into the pan and cook it up for and just cook it up for like a minute or two, just to cook off the raw garlic flavor. And I'm going to dump in the cooked broccoli. the noodles in. Just give it all a quick toss. And we just put a little green onion on top, spring onion, depending on where you are in the world. And there you have it. A quick, easy, delicious, protein-filled dinner meal. You can have it for lunch. You can have it for dinner. Mmm. 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 Yeah, unless you like super spicy food, stick to the 1 teaspoon of the red chili flakes. It's a perfect amount of heat. Mmm. So good. Mm. And there you have it, a quick, delicious homemade dinner, tofu noodles, and an easy sauce. It's nutritious, delicious, and filling. And I can't wait to go finish that. Mm. The broccoli was a good addition. So if you're one of my subscribers, you know I'm doing the September walking challenge. There's only 3 days left. I have made a playlist. It's 30 days of walking at least 3 miles. Some days we got more. I made a whole playlist. Well, I hope you learned something new. I hope you try to make these beginner friendly, very easy to do. And I hope to see y'all again. Have a good night.